What's up, everybody? So we're out in the shop, and today we're doing some more work to the Wakizashi build. Now, as a reminder, this was forged to shape out of a Willys Jeep leaf spring, and then we ended up putting a texture on it and going ahead and grinding in the bevels and the tip. Can't really see it that well, but there you go. Yeah, you can see the transition from the primary bevels to the tip bevels right there. And that is a part that I really wanted to make sure that I got right, because it kind of goes with this whole thing. I mean, whenever you're doing a Wakizashi, a lot of those aren't built to where you grind the bevels and then it thins out towards the tip like a regular knife does. You have that transition towards the tip there that has a whole different bevel on it versus the primary bevels that go all the way up the edge. Now we're going to go ahead and start working on getting the bevels brought up as high as we want them. As right now you can see the transition goes from the bevels to the flats about right here. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit more, and I'm also going to bring the edge a little bit finer. Right now we got still a pretty thick edge, and I want to make this to where it's got as close to a zero edge as possible, to where if I can get it sharp purely off of just the sanding process and then maybe even putting a micro bevel on it, then I'll do that. But yeah, that is the goal. We're going to go ahead, grind the bevels the rest of the way, get everything hand sanded to how I want it, and show y'all what it's going to really look like before we start putting handle scales on it and things like that. But let's go ahead, let's get on the 2x72. I'm actually going to start grinding the bevels in again with a used 36 grit belt, bring them up to where I want them, and then start transitioning up in the different belts. And then we're going to start hand sanding from there. So let's jump into it. So as you can see here, we went ahead and sanded all of the scratches from the grinder out of it. So you can see here there were a ton of grinding lines going this way. So what we did to get rid of those, as you saw me doing on here, was sand the opposite direction of them. And the tip, it had grinding lines going this way, so I had to sand that this way. And then for this, I had to sand this way, so I had to sand this way and then this way, just to make sure we maintained that transition with that nice crisp line going from the tip to the primary bevels. And then as you can see here, we got all that texture going across there. That creates a real cool line where the transition from the bevels goes up into the flats. This thing is looking absolutely awesome. So far this was just sanded with 220 grit, and we're gonna go all the way up to probably 1,000 grit with this. And I've only done the 220 and just this one side, and I am almost 2 hours into this. So I've got about another 2 hours on this side, and then from that point I can start going up to 320, 500, probably 800, then 1,000 grit on here. And I am sanding the flats as we go here, so that all of the flats have these little dark areas where the hammer texture is. Whenever we buff this out, all that stuff's going to stand out, and it's just going to leave a real cool, you know, finish on this sword. Really excited about how this is turning out. And I say that I'm going to go out to 1,000. I don't know. I might only go up to 600 so that we still have a nice, just even, almost like a satin finish on it. I think that if I go up to 1,000, it'll be kind of overkill. I'm not trying to make this a mirror finish by any means. You know, you don't see many swords like this that are mirror finished at all, because they were meant to be used and abused in fights and things like that. So they're meant to be sharpened a lot, over and over and over again, to to fix and repair the edges. But as of right now, you can't see it that much, but we've got almost a 0 edge on this. By the time it's done being hand sanded, there will be this edge will be sharp. You know, you'll be able to cut things with it. Now I'll probably put a little micro bevel all the way down it. I don't know yet, but hopefully by the time it's all said and done with the hand sanding and all that, we'll have a nice sharpened edge. And then all I need to do is just strop it. But we'll see how that goes. But guys, I'll put y'all up here so you can see me. There we go. So that is the end of this one. Hopefully y'all are really looking forward to this. So the next steps that we're going to be doing on this, for one, I'm going to be doing a ton of more hand sanding, off camera, and then I'll probably go ahead and on the next episode we will make the handle scales and attach the handle scales to this. I might go ahead and shape them. I don't know just yet, but at least what we'll do is make them and attach them, and then we'll have an episode where we probably shape the handles and going ahead and finish the edge and then cut some stuff with it. I mean, you can't really beat how that's turning out. Guys, if y'all like this one, go ahead and give it a like, That's all I can really ask for. Give the video a like, share this video with one of my other videos if you haven't yet. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you get notified from whenever we actually, start finishing this right here. And then, yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of this one. If y'all would, you know, you have an amazing day. Y'all stay safe out there. I'll catch y'all next time.